Hey there, beautiful people. Happy way past my bedtime on Thursday night here. The Tony Robbin thing is still going on, actually, but I'm trying to record it on my phone, and hopefully I'll see what I miss later or tomorrow. But I felt too guilty. I don't want to miss a night, especially when I'm home. So, and we're on O tonight, so we got to do some O words. There was a few that jumped out. I am gonna say I'm gonna throw in a fun one since we've been on a sexy themed week. It seemed unintentionally, but it keeps showing up in the words that people are choosing. These aren't my words, but I would probably be the one saying them if someone else was asking. But a couple people put orgasm and orgasmic, so to keep in theme with our naked, nookie, I can't remember the other one from yesterday, but some fun ones. The recovery really good ones were one day at a time, of course. Optimistic was another one that showed up. And so full disclosure, I think I just did an episode not too long ago, and I talked about my best friend's wife and how our relationship has improved. Well, she texted me and asked me to go golfing, which doesn't happen all that often. So I left and went golfing with her for a few hours, which was pretty cool. And that's the beautiful thing about being ourselves, right? And being really dialed into what we need or what we want and being okay with taking what we want or need. And I was fine golfing. It was a beautiful night. Even we got a little sprinkled on. But for the optimistic word, it was really funny because she hit like a really good ball at one point, and then it was the whole hole was really pretty good, and she's like, oh, okay, I'm on the green. I got on the green, respectable. Now it'll be a 6-putt. That's not very optimistic. Where I kind of approach holes and go, all right, here comes. I'm gonna par, which I don't generally. I will tell you though, I did something really freaking cool. We were playing for fun. I'm going to be a little braggy right now because it was really badass and we wish we had it on video. But it was a par 3, and if we didn't like our first ball in some cases, or if they went in the bushes, I must have lost 10 balls tonight. So it wasn't like a super fabulously skilled evening. However, there's a lot of trees on this course, so it wasn't all my fault. Anyway, I drove my first ball, and it was a par 3, and I did not make it on the green. I had to be a good 30 yards from the pin. So I hit it. It bounces in the sand trap, out of the sand trap, on the green, took advantage of the break, and it would have been a birdie if that was my first ball. So because it was I definitely got it in the hole in 2 shots on a par 3, but because it was my second ball, it's not really an official birdie. But that was my third ever birdie in the sense of 1 stroke below par. So that was very exciting. And I guess that was my optimism. But when it comes to recovery, and I talk about gratitude so much, and I guess that's part of my optimism is looking at situations and being able to see the good over the bad. So I'm optimistic. I guess optimism's kind of more in the future or the present, where grateful might be a little bit reflective and in the past, the way I'm talking about it right now. I didn't get my care package for this event with Tony Robbin, and I've been trying to be optimistic that it would show up in time all week, even though I was posting all over because everybody else got theirs already. And, oh yeah, I still didn't get mine, but I've been optimistic every time I walk through the door looking for the package. And I'm trying to not get bummed out or upset that it's not here. Like, they're part of why I'm not crazy worried about being in the other room right now is because they're going to do a board break and I couldn't get a board. So that was why I was trying to be optimistic. I tried stores and everything, but there was a board in this box that's missing. And I've been trying to be very positive about it. I don't want to be a jerk that it isn't here. I'm sure it's mail related or whatever. But anyway, so we can look at recovery and life in a very positive kind of way, an optimistic way. And I think it's deeper than just thinking worst case scenario or best case scenario. I think that the optimism is the word visceral, where if we feel it and we have our bodies in a good place, our mind and our bodies in a good place, then we don't get annoyed by stuff. Like, probably every third morning, coffee spills in my freaking car when I go to get my coffee. They always tip over their big cups in a car thing, and that could be something that ruins my day on a lot of days. But instead, I've gotten actually to the point where I laugh at it and go, okay, well, my coffee spilt again, and I can make this set the tone for the whole day and have my pissy pants and not be optimistic about the day. And I'm sure you can relate, you know, the whole you get out of bed, stub your toe, go to the kitchen, spill the coffee, all that, and it snowballs. So by laughing at it and being optimistic that the day will go better than my coffee spilling, I think that's why I have more good days than bad days. And I think the same could happen is, say you quit gambling, instead of framing it with, you know, nobody's gonna, like, my family's gonna leave me, nobody's gonna talk to me, blah, 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 like all the consequence stuff. If we focus on all that, yeah, we got to work through that stuff. And again, I'll repeat, on the other side, life is so beautiful and it's so worth quitting that it just doesn't matter. It doesn't, the process of going through the shit to get to the other side is worth it. It's not that it doesn't matter, because we got to get through this shit and we got to grow. Anyway, be positive and optimistic. That's the moral of the story. And the last O word is overcome, which kind of ties into what I was talking about with getting past consequences, overcoming our fears. You know, are we scared to give up our best friend the bet? I know for me, it was part of my identity for so long. It was my best friend for so long. So feelings like fear and grief and all the things that come with giving it up and overcoming it, was scary. And it's overcomeable. Is that a word? And that's what I'm here to try to tell you and share with you, that it is overcomeable, especially with a little optimism. There's feelings that we have to overcome. There's voices in our, those voices in our head that we have to talk about, that we have to overcome. There's consequences and challenges that we have to overcome. All of that stuff gets easier to overcome when we're not gambling. I'm reading a book right now, The Easy Way to Stop Gambling. I think it's by Alan somebody. But I wanted to see what he had to say. Like, I have my own philosophies and the stuff that I believe in, that I share, that I teach. And I was just really curious, and I haven't finished the book yet. And I forgot why I was telling you. Oh, because it's called The Easy Way. Like, how do you overcome gambling the easy way? I haven't gotten to that part yet. There was a point to what I was saying. Guys, I've been up way too long. I'm going to leave you on that note, because I'm getting that tired and I don't want to just babble to you. So I will talk to you guys in the morning after I get some rest. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to me after being so late. And I'm optimistic I will do better in the morning. I won't spill my coffee because I already have it here, so I can't spill it in the car. So I'm overcoming that O obstacle. There we go. Overcoming obstacles. Those are good O words. Okay, beautiful people. Before I get too silly or too crazy, I'll talk to you soon. And you're well understood.